So I've seen a lot of people say that Leo's price is tied to Hive, but it actually isn't. It's not really tied to Hive much at all. So like for example, Leo's up like 2x, like I said recently. Hive went up and spiked up temporarily and then came back down. Leo just kept going up. It never came down. So it just went up along with the rest of the altcoin market. And it never corrected. So yeah, Leo is not tied to Hive. Technically not completely tied to Hive. It's tied to that basket I just mentioned, in parts based on how big the liquidity pool is for each. So you could actually make a if you I mean you could do this in a spreadsheet or somewhere else, but you could actually make a weighted model for Leo and the price increase based on the size of all the different liquidity pools.
I'm just trying to catch up with all the questions. Ha, I love it. Anderson Ho said, man, I just want to jump in, but I have a training session. I feel like this AMA just turned into a training session.
Self-help for Trolls said, so when these coins pop off, we win on all fronts. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Leo is definitely a fixture in the altcoin market, and I've talked about that in AMAs actually. If you go back like a couple of years ago, the plan was always to create liquidity pools with Leo paired against these other assets, because then what we're doing is essentially creating, essentially tying Leo to the rest of the altcoin market. So. Yeah, I think it's extremely valuable to do that. So when altcoins run, I mean, I don't think Leo will be any exception. I think Leo will run more than other altcoins because it's such a small market cap. We have actual revenue models. And then I also think that when the token starts going up in price, more users are going to flow in. That's just like a natural occurrence. We've seen it on Hive time and time again. So you get more users, you get more revenue. More revenue buys back more of the token. The token continues to go up in price and it creates like a flywheel. Token price go up, people join, create more revenue. Token price goes up even more and more and more and more and more. As Mitch would say, Momo.
Said that in a long time.
You said that last AMA.
I did? I don't remember
Yeah.
saying that. That's funny. I
I
guess
think
I don't
you said
know.
something. We were talking about the markets and you were talking about Bitcoin and you were saying don't get caught up in the Momo or something
Oh,
like that along
nice.
those
I
lines.
mean, you got to be careful. That Momo will get you. That's how you buy tops. But
Yeah,
I
that's how
guess,
you buy. That's how you don't take profits. That's how you buy the top. Got to keep a clear head. The way I keep a clear head is I like to write a lot. Like I guess a lot of people say journaling these days. I don't love. I feel it's kind of a loaded word, but just waking up every day and writing down your thoughts about different things, whether it's related to it or not, just kind of helps you think through things and step back a little bit.
yeah, well, it gives you the opportunity to kind of just like keep a, finger on the pulse of just your overall, whether it's your portfolio, your vibe on the market, whatever it is, like whatever fill in your topic. And yeah, it's a good practice. Actually, it's something that I should probably get back to because I definitely probably have not been very good about staying on top of my overall portfolio over the years. And therefore things get messy and, not as efficient as they could have been. And, you know, that affects performance. So it's kind of like
Absolutely.
the, method of keeping your house tidy. You can either, do small cleanups constantly or regularly, I should say, or do nothing and then have to do ginormous spring cleanings, 3 or 4 times a year. It's like
Yeah,
what maintains a better household? Probably the former, because things don't get you know um, they don't degrade from lack of maintenance.